It's official. The physical game disc is dead, and PlayStation just signed the death warrant. Sony recently dropped a bombshell announcement that shook the entire industry. Starting in January 2028, they will completely stop manufacturing physical game discs for all new PlayStation releases. No matter the publisher, no matter the game, if it comes out after that date, it's digital only. That means no more physical copies with the digital download, no more physical maps of the games we play, no more money-grabbing collector's editions, all of it completely gone as we step into the new age of gaming where you don't own what you pay for. For decades, the ritual of going down to a store, browsing the shelves, and actually owning a piece of gaming history was the core of gaming. And now, the millionaire powers that be are officially hammering the final nail into physical media's coffin.
Thanks.
But this isn't just a natural evolution. It's a calculated, anti-consumer rug pull that strips away your rights as a buyer. Let's talk about how we got here and why this future is incredibly concerning. To understand how we reached this point, we have to look at the slow, calculated erosion of physical media. PC gaming was the first to abandon discs, migrating entirely to Steam in the late 2000s. For a long time, consoles were the last holdout, but publishers have quietly been weeding out discs for years. First, they stopped printing manuals. Remember those? Sometimes you'd get about 3 whole booklets with an ad for their next game all in it within a single physical release. Then, discs stopped actually holding the games that you paid for. Instead, they became mere license keys that forced you to download 100 gigabyte day one patches anyway where they were fixing the game still. According to data from market research by Empire Analysis back in 2013, digital game purchases made up a measly 13% of the console market. But by 2025, that number had skyrocketed to nearly 80% as they backed us into a corner. Sony and Microsoft capitalized on this by releasing cheaper, digital-only console variations. They conditioned us to accept a disc-free ecosystem, setting up a domino effect that crushed local game stores. And now, we've reached a point of no return. Sony DADC, the subsidiary that exclusively manufactures Blu-ray discs for all PlayStation games, will shut down new game disc production entirely by January 2028. Sony's corporate excuse is that digital presence significantly outpaces physical discs. Plus, games are getting too massive. Blockbusters like GTA 6 are pushing their absolute limits of 100 gigabyte Blu-ray discs, making high-speed SSD downloads the tech-preferred route for developers. But let's all be real, this move is entirely about control and profit margins. When you remove the physical discs, you completely destroy the used game market. You can no longer share a game with a friend. You can't buy a second-hand copy for half price when money is tight. Every single transaction for a PlayStation game will now go through a single closed garden monopoly, the PlayStation Store. And guess who dictates the price there? Sony. As IGN heavily criticized, Sony is pairing an anti-consumer digital rug pull with the confirmation that everything in the future will be digital only. It proves the terrifying reality of modern entertainment. If buying isn't owning, streaming and downloading isn't permanent. This timeline perfectly aligns with the rumored launch window of the next generation, the PlayStation 6. It is now virtually guaranteed that the PS6 will not feature a disk drive, not even as an optional attachment. At this rate, the PS7 might be a console that we download onto our PS6 to emulate next-gen games. We are moving into an era where media is treated as a temporary license or a trial period, rather than products that you own.
Mine.
Just don't get mad when people start sailing the 7 seas. It happened to streaming, and it's likely to happen to gaming next. Have you gone completely digital anyway? Or does this 2028 deadline make you want to fight for physical media? Let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and stay classy. Bye.